Hello, girls. This is Bethany Ruth coming to you from the Volunteer Services team. This is a quick video to walk you through the commitment survey process. You have just received an email with some written instructions and some links. This video will walk you through those written steps. If you can't find your email, there will be a link to the same instructions in the Ministry All file cabinet. I'm going to share my screen. Give me a second to do that. Okay, as you can see, our open period for commitment this time around will be May 21st through the 25th. That's 5 days, a Monday through Friday. The commitment survey process is only 3 steps, and one of those steps is optional. So it's going to be a quick process. We're going to ask you to take 10, possibly 15 minutes of your time during May 21st to the 25th and complete this. If you do not complete your commitment survey, we must consider that you have stepped away from the O team. The process that we're using this summer to bring new volunteers onto our teams is going to be very tight as far as schedule goes, and we just are not going to have the opportunity to track down anyone who has not submitted a commitment survey. So we're just asking you to please make it a priority during May 21 to 25. If May 25th comes along and you have not submitted, we will consider that you are stepping away from the O team. Okay, I'm going to take a look here. These are instructions like the email that you have received. So basically, what is the commitment survey? Every 6 months, we ask our P31 OBS volunteers to commit to continuing your service for the next 6 months, or to let us know that you are stepping away. We also will provide an opportunity during this time to express interest in other areas of service on the O team. So this current commitment is for the upcoming 6-month period, July 1st through December 31st, 2018. And we do realize that the Seamless study will already be started by July 1st. So if you are stepping away or dropping teams, we want you to think about that, whether you're leaving before the summer study or after the study is over. And later you'll see how you can communicate that effective date to us. All right, for starters, step number 1 is going to take place on the Volgistics information portal. And you are accustomed to going into the portal to submit your monthly volunteer hours. So this will be very comfortable and familiar. We have a link for you. You can click on the portal link. We're going to open the information portal and we're going to log in with your email and your password. And let's see if I can do it. There we go. Okay, so you'll go right to the home screen, and the first thing we want you to do is take a look right here in the middle column where it says your assignments. We want you to just review how we have your assignments listed on the volunteer service team for the O team, and we want you to let us know if there's anything in error there. So if you would send us off a quick email if you find your assignments to be incorrect. The email obscommunications@gmail.com is in your instructions. So if your assignments look great, we're going to move right on. We're skipping over the Mail tab here, and we're going to click on the My Profile tab. And my computer's going very slowly. Gosh, there we go. Okay, on the My Profile tab, you're just simply going to roll down this information that we have on the O team for you. It should be accurate, but if you've had a change, we want you to go ahead and update that as you go in the commitment period. So you're checking your name, address, phone numbers, you're checking your demographics, you're including any names on your social media accounts. If we don't have the proper name or we don't have one of the accounts you have, please fill that in. You're going to add a photo or update a photo. You're going to choose the preference of how you'd like to receive your experience guide. And also you're going to include any emergency contact information that you would like us to have. You'll save At any point that you make a change, you'll notice each little area has a save button. Anytime you make a change, just save, and Volgistics will roll you right back to the top of My Profile, so you will have to roll back down to where you were. So after emergency contact information, we're moving into our commitment questions. Let me go back to those instructions and just point out that we've now completed 1A, the information update. So now we're moving into the commitment questions, 1B. All right, back on the portal, we want you to carefully read the 4 choices for your next 6-month commitment, July through December. We want you to read them carefully and choose one of the options. So let me just point them out. No change, you will choose number 1 if you're going to continue serving on your current teams with no changes. Number 2, you will choose leave all teams if at this time you're stepping away from the O team completely and cannot continue serving with us. You would choose number 2, leave all teams. So here's the drop down where you're going to see number 1, no change. Number 2, leave all teams. If those are your choice, you'll make that choice, okay? Number 3, leave some teams, is useful for a situation where, let's say, you're on 2 or 3 teams and you need to cut back the amount of service that you are giving at this time due to whatever circumstances. You want to stay on the O team. You're going to choose one team you're staying on, but you're going to drop 1 or 2 others. This is the option you'll choose, leave some teams. I wish to drop 1 or more where I currently serve, but will remain on others. It's important to note you do not wish to add any new teams at this time if you're choosing number 3. And last, number 4, express other interests. If you would like to express other interests, things you're passionate about, things that you would like to be involved with on the O team, this is the time and how you will do that. You'll choose number 4. I wish to express interest in other opportunities in addition to or instead of my current teams. So here are the 4 options. You will choose one and continue. Now there's a roles to keep question. So in this roles to keep list of teams, you're going to check each currently assigned team where you're going to continue to serve over the next 6-month period. So these are the teams you are committing to continue. And they're in alphabetical order. Here I am on the volunteer services team down at the bottom. You'll have to look for your team in alphabetical order. You'll save. Then the roles to drop, if you are leaving or dropping teams, the same alphabetical list. You're just going to click the teams that you are leaving or dropping and save. Again, when it's going to roll me to the top, and I'll just continue back where I was, past roles to keep, past roles to drop. Here I come to the effective date. And again, this is what you want to consider if you're leaving teams, leaving the O team or dropping any teams, you're going to give us an effective date for that drop, and you do want to consider the Seamless study as you choose that date. I believe Seamless is beginning June 25th. Last, on the portal, we're going to ask you to read through the commitment pledge, and down at the bottom, you're going to choose yes, I agree to the above pledge if you are comfortable agreeing to the pledge for the next 6 months. There also is an option that no, I cannot agree to the above pledge at this time, and if you should choose that option, for your survey, your department leader will reach out to you just to have a discussion about whatever issues there might be. So when you're finished, you will save, and you will have completed the first step of the survey. You can exit out, and we will be up to number 2. Step number 2, you will have completed step number 1. Step number 2 is our optional step. If you wish to express other interests, you can complete step number 2. Also, if you wish to communicate any additional information to us on the VST, you can also complete step number 2. Here we have a link to a document that will give you some descriptions and time requirements of the many OBS volunteer positions that we have on the O team. So you can learn about the teams first by clicking on this link, opening this document, and taking a look at the teams on the O team. After you have determined whether you want to express interest in other teams, you'll go here, express interest in teams, at this link. You'll click on this link in your instructions, and we'll open this form. This is also where you can easily submit some additional information to us. Even if you're not expressing other interests, there's a comment box here in this form that will allow you to give us any additional information you might want to communicate. Expressing interest in other O-Team positions. You may express interest in up to 2 other teams. You'll click continue. You'll need to put in your name. That's the only required input. All right, here you would be asked your first choice area of interest, and here are the teams. Would you take that role instead of or in addition to? You'll answer that question. If you are just wanting to give a comment, you'll just simply click continue and move past this area. Indicate your second choice. Same thing, choose your second choice team and whether you would like that interest area instead of or in addition to your current role. Again, if you're just wanting to express comments, click continue. Are you willing to commit to your current role if there are no openings in these areas of interest that you've expressed? And you'll answer that question. And here is the comment box. Any additional information you'd like us to know, type it right in here, and we'll receive that information and then go ahead and submit. Okay, you will see the confirmation that you've submitted, and you have now completed step number 2, which is optional again. Now, the last step, number 3, we would ask everyone on the O-Team to complete the volunteer satisfaction survey. This is so very important, whether you are committing to the next 6 months and continuing, or whether you are stepping away at this time. Your experience on the O-Team is so very helpful for us to grow as a ministry. So we would ask that you would take a few minutes. This is an anonymous survey, and submit your honest answers so that these answers, they will be reviewed and analyzed and carried forward to our executive members and also to the leadership in Proverbs 31. And these honest expressions of your volunteer service and all that you've done here and what you've experienced as you serve will help us to improve as a ministry going forward. So here's the link. You will click on that link to go to the satisfaction survey. It's in SurveyMonkey. It will open. You will be able to answer these questions about the level of satisfaction that you have serving as a volunteer on the Proverbs 31 Online Bible Studies Ministry team. And when you're finished with that, you will have completed your commitment survey. So we do thank you for your time. Please email us at obscommunications@gmail.com if you have any additional questions. Thanks very much.